Hi, everybody. Got a question on YouTube in the comments. Nick Buchanan needing a little assistance getting Pilot to ATC set up with Sky4SimNG. Uh, First of all, make sure you got Pilot to ATC updated, and then if you own Sky4Sim, go get the update to Sky4SimNG. At that point, it's a pretty easy process. We'll just start Pilot to ATC, and we'll start Sky4SimNG. Get them loaded. Make sure the server's going. So we'll go through the settings here. Flight plan folder, Microsoft Community folder. Make sure those are set properly. What I do at startup is I have auto start Sky4Sim server on, application startup, and then start minimized in system tray and exit on Microsoft shutdown. You'll want to come over to the integration, and what you're going to do is check Pilot ATC, enable Pilot ATC integration, show ATC messages, show pilot messages, show suggested messages. Now the trick is you have to create this folder right here. It's in the instructions on Sky4Sim's site, but basically over here we'll go C drive, users, desktop, and then you'll have to right click and create the file, text file, conversation text dot text, and here it is right here. This is what you'll want to create, and then you'll want to show it where it is. And then what that's done is basically put the thing up on my desktop here. I've deleted these before and then went back and tried it, and it wasn't working, so I went back, recreated that file. So I just kind of let things right here. I'm sure you could put it anywhere you want as long as you have conversation text with a capital T dot text. Create that file, and then that's going to let Sky4Sim know where to, well, in its operation there on the notification window. So, okay, on Pilot to ATC, I'm going to go ahead and run through my settings real quick. That way you can get an idea of where I'm at. Use push to talk joystick button. I've got that set to my Bruner yoke. You can see the settings for yourself here. ATC settings. I'll leave that up here for a second. Sounds. And of course I am using the XATC chatter, and that's a tutorial in itself, getting that set up. It's not too awful difficult. It adds the immersion. These are the voices you can get free from Microsoft English Voices. There's a good tutorial out there. I believe the guy's name's Bob Black. He did a great tutorial on how to get those free. Speech. Right now I've got the co-pilot option set to changes frequency only, or you can click and have him do all the talking. All you have to do is initiate the requests. Oh, here, conversation text file path. This is real important right here. You want to enable it new on startup, and then give it the same folder where you put the conversion text.txt file. That's where that needs to be right there. That's in speech, and you just show it where you created that file. Right now I'm running the FSLTL, so I haven't gone through and tried to experiment with any of the AI stuff yet. Here's my flight plan settings. The reason I'm doing this, I'm going to show you something pretty cool that adds to the Sky4SimNG. And then weather, I've got NOAA. They say that's the best one to use. I don't think it reads sim weather at this point in time, but that's what I run, and it's doing pretty good. And then buttons. Here's push to talk. I'm sorry if I showed it over here, but push to talk. And I've got a couple of sound effects in there. Let's see if I can find them again here. ATC settings. I'll go back through. Okay, so like you can go online to Google radio key up sounds, and you can find something you like, and you can add it in here. And this will be like the click after you transmit and it goes through. And then I added another one where the radio swap occurs and you get a click sound. So it's real neat. But anyway, I'm hoping this is giving you what you need right there to get these two linked. Make sure you do have the FSUIPC7 installed, which will give you a new icon to start Microsoft that automatically launches FSUIPC7. I also have another one. It's a fast start deal, and then the straight up one that I got default. But this is the one I run. So while I've got this going at this point in time, this is what I do. I go on my phone, I go to Flight Aware. And what I do is go to airports and put in an airport, and then I find an airport I want to fly out of. Let's take KTUS Tucson. And then I go to the scheduled flights, and I look for a Southwest where I want to fly to. So, for instance, this will be a long one, but it's the first one. I've got Southwest Flight 1966 from Tucson to Houston. And so what I'll do is come into SimBrief here, and I'll just enter that flight. So I'll go to Dispatch, create new flight. Airline is going to be Southwest Airline. It even gives you the flight number. And the flight number is 1966. We're going to depart KTUS and then Houston, KIAH. I come down and I've got in the aircraft editor, I've got everything ready to go, so I just click Southwest 737-700. Then what I do is it tells you on Flight Aware the altitude it's flying at. So I'll come in here and it goes 41,000. It gives you the filed route, so I'll compare and see if it's the same. Got the Burrow 4, Nochi. This one says ELP, FST, SAT, and then the Bell R4. So that's not matching up, so I will try to match that up with what they're actually flying, the real flight. So give me a second here. And we'll go enter that data and see if it works. Analyze the route, and that does not work. So what I'll do is we'll just take that one, that's fine. Analyze that route, that's good. Okay, so I come back up here and we go to the passengers, which I normally go full, and then I'll go freight full. And then if I want to add a little extra fuel, I might add 1.0. And then what I'm going to do is generate that flight. once that's done, I'm pretty much done here. I just print, view PDF, and then I'm going to download that, and I send it to a file on my desktop, save it there. So that's the PDF. So then I come over to SimBrief Downloader and pick my airplane, which I'm running right now, the PMDG flight plan and the wind uplink. So I'll export those two formats. That's done, and we are done with SimBrief. Now over here on Sky4Sim, we go to Documents, Access Document Manager, and here are the PDFs. Now I've got the grammar in there from the manual on P2ATC. Here's one of the flights I did before. I'll go ahead and we can delete that out of there. I can't remember what that one is, but anyway, come over here. It will upload PDF. We'll go to where we saved it. There's K-T-U-S-K-I-H. Select that. It loads up. Now it's going to be in there when you need it. We'll just exit out of that. Now here's what's cool. You come over to P2ATC and you come up to FP Import. And you're going to make sure you got your SimBrief Pilot ID in there. And click Import Call Sign, Import Procedures, and then import the flight plan. Right there. Okay. Now what that does is when you jump into the simulator and you bring up your Sky4SimNG from the toolbar menu, you go to PDF and you load your flight, which is going to be all this data that you need to set up your FMC, fuel amounts, load, your course if you want to program it, or the PMDG, you can just import this into the FMC. But here's everything you need right in front of you, right on your yoke. Then the flight plan's in there, so all you got to do is connect to the simulator once you're parked wherever you're at, validate it, and then file it, and then bring your charts in and all the frequencies match up and everything, and go to town. It's all yours. I hope this helps you. If you got any more questions about it, hit me up and I'll try to help you. I'm leaving out on Sunday, so it'd be like the following weekend before I could do anything. But this will be a lead in into one of the videos I want to do, probably my 100th, where I'm going to go through everything I do from boot up to getting ready to fly. All right? So I hope this helps you out, Nick. Have a wonderful day. Happy trails. Bye-bye.